Shalom Aleichem. Mishnah Yomi continues in the second parak of Yoma and the second Mishnah for Tes Sivan. Ma'aseh shahayu shneim shavin v'ratzin v'olin ba'kevesh. There was an event where both of the Cohanim were tied as they were running and ascending on the ramp. Now, recall yesterday we talked about how we would pick the Kohen who would win the zechut, the right to do Trumat HaDeshen, the removal of a scoop of ashes from the Mizbeach every morning. And one of the ways they would pick the Kohen was a foot race up the ramp to the Mizbeach, and whoever was fastest won. And the backup method was a lottery. Now here in Mishnah Beit, we're going to learn there was one event, they were tied. V'dachaf echad mehen el chaver, and one Kohen pushed the other one, v'nafel nishbaraglo. He fell, he broke his leg. He might have fallen off the ramp. It could have been 9 amot up there. The Kevan Sharo baked in, and when the court saw this, Shabanli de Sakana, that now there's an element of danger, we understand Cohanim Zrizim. Cohanim are alacritous, they're passionate. They might go a little too far if we're having them be competitive to win this right. Hitkinu, so the Bet Din established, Shlo Yehei Tormin et Mizbeach Ela b'Payis. We will not pick the Kohen to do Trumat HaMizbeach only through a lottery, no more competitions, no more foot races. Now, the Gemara in Yoma, Daf 23a, brings a Tosefta that there wasn't just a broken leg. There was actually, God forbid, a crime, a murder of passion. One of the Cohanim racing had a shchita knife on him and actually stabbed another one of the racers in the heart. And this was shocking, and they made a big speech. The Gemara brings that this is terrible. We can't bring an Egla Arufa here. This is outright murder. This is horrible. And then an amazing thing happens. The father of the Kohen with the knife in his heart comes and says, hey, wait, he's still alive. Quickly pull out the knife and get him out of here before he makes tuma in the temple. And the Gemara comments there that you see they were more concerned about ritual impurity than about his son who's barely clinging on to life in his throes of death. And it's just a reminder. It's a shocking reminder that sometimes people obsess over a mitzvah bein adam lamakom. You know, our mitzvah between us and Hashem, and maybe the mitzvah bein adam l'chavero, and maybe that takes away sometimes, in some instances, from our obligations to our fellow human beings. It's really an amazing incident. I urge you to go see the Gemara in Yoma 23a. Anyway, the Mishnah goes on, Arba pasot chayusham. There are really 4 lotteries done in the morning. V'zeh apayis harishon. So the Trumat HaDeshen was the first lottery. Now Mishnah Gimel goes on, apayis hasheni. The second lottery, mi shochet. Who's going to do the shchita of the Tamid, the daily constant offering? Mi zorek. Who will do zrikat dam, applying the blood? Mi midoshen mizbeach hapnimi. Who will take ashes off the inner mizbeach inside the temple building? Mi midoshen at the menorah. Who will clean out the menorah? Mi ma'ale evarim lekevish. And who's going to bring up the limbs on the mizbeach? We mentioned in chapter Aleph, in chapter 1, they would put the limbs down on the mizbeach and then recite Shema and Daven, and then bring the limbs up to the top. And now they list the limbs: harosh, the head, a regel, the forelegs, shtei yadayim, and the back legs. Oketz, the tail part, the back leg part, v'haregel, with the back leg, chozeh v'gera, the chest and the neck, shtei hadofnot, the 2 sides, you know, the rack of ribs, v'karvayim, and the kishkas, the inner parts, v'solet, and also the fine flour that was brought as a mincha, v'chavitin. Chavitin is the special mincha of the Kohen Gadol, where he would bring it every single day, half in the morning, half in the afternoon, v'hayayin, and who's going to carry up the wine, which is poured on the Mizbeach as the Nesochim, as the libation with the Tamid. The Shlosh Tasar Kohanim Zochu Bo, and 13 Kohanim won the right to carry up these items onto the Mizbeach. Now the Mishnah adds one detail, Amar ben Azai, Lefnei Rabbi Yeshua. Ben Azai adds, Mishum Rabbi Yeshua. He's something he learned from Rabbi Yeshua. Derech hilucho haya korev. In the manner of walking, it was brought. Now what he means is the parts of the animal, according to Rabbi Yeshua, would go up onto the Mizbeach in the order of the animal. So the head first, then the front legs first, then the middle parts, and then the back legs last. Now the Tanakama Mishnah had listed the back legs and the tail before the kishkas and the gera and the dofnot. It wasn't really in order. It was in order of size. And Rabbi Yeshua holds it's in order that the way the animal walked and was alive, so too it goes up on the Mizbeach as an ola, reach nichoach lifnei Hashem. Chazak avruch, zay gesund.